So, yeah. Negative 48 plus 96 is going to be positive 48 minus 46 equals 2. Funny how that worked out, huh? Alrighty. So, 4, 2. Okay. Okay. Axis of symmetry is x equals 4. Okay. Y-intercept is negative 46, so obviously I don't want to plot that. Okay, so do x-intercepts exist? Well, let's see. We're hoping we could say no, right? So that would make it a lot easier. I don't think that's going to work in this case because our vertex is above the x-axis and then our leading coefficient is negative, so it is going to go down and cross the x-axis. So x-intercepts do exist. Okay. Let's see. So I guess we might as well go ahead and calculate them. Like I said, now not all problems are going to ask you to calculate the x-intercept. Sometimes it might just ask you to graph it, in which case you can just find any old point you want to. Let's see here. How much of a pain in the booty is this going to be? Well, you can't factor out or divide out the negative 3 because this is not divisible by 3. So it's a pretty big pain in the booty, I'd say. I can't really say I don't have time to do it because I got all the time in the world on this video, right? All right. Okay. Well, yeah. All right. I can't promise I won't pull out a calculator. Quadratic formula is probably going to be the best way to go, I think. Yeah. All right, so quadratic formula, we would do negative 24 plus or minus the square root of 24 squared minus 4 times negative 3 times negative 46 all over 2 times negative 3. Okay. Oh, pish posh. I don't even have a calculator handy and I'm using my phone to record this. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that for now. Okay. How would I want to do this? If I just wanted to graph this, I would just do like an XY table. Okay. So it's still a good idea to pick something that is near the vertex. Like 3. I was gonna say maybe 1. Would 1 be a good idea? Probably not. I don't think that would work out too good as far as being able to fit it on a graph. So let's just go ahead and do 3. All right, so negative 3 times 3 squared plus 24 times 3 minus 46. Okay, so that's going to be negative 27 plus 72. Yeah. Minus 46. Okay, let's see. I think that comes out to be -1. Yep. All right. Lovely. Okay. Great. Now that we have that, we can just reflect it, and there we have it. Yay. All right. So yeah, I can see that whatever those x-intercepts are, it's definitely not going to be a real nice whole number or anything like that. So you probably wouldn't be asked to calculate the x-intercepts for a problem like this in any case. Okay, so domain -infinity to infinity, range from -infinity up to 2, increasing from -infinity until 4, and decreasing from 4 to infinity. All right. All right. All right, here's an application. The revenue of a charter bus company depends on the number of unsold seats. If revenue in dollars, R of x, is given by R of x equals -x squared plus 50x plus 5,000, where x is the number of unsold seats, find the number of unsold seats that produce the maximum revenue, and what is the maximum revenue. So anytime when you have a problem with a quadratic, and if it's asking you about a maximum or a minimum, that means it's asking you about the vertex. Okay, so we need to find the vertex of this parabola. So in this case, we have A equals -1 and B equals 50. So the x value of the vertex is -50 over 2 times -1. So -50 over -2 equals 25. Okay. So and then you want to be able to use the right, figure out whether they're asking you the x value or the y value, what it represents. So x represents the number of unsold seats. Okay. And then plug if they're asking you what is the maximum revenue, you plug that into the function. Okay, so R of 25. Okie dokie. All right, I'm not gonna lie, I paused my recording to go get a calculator. All right. So 25 squared is 625. I think I already knew that. I definitely already knew that. Okay. Oh yeah, I could have probably done this without a calculator. So that would make that 1250 then. So that would make that 625. I could have totally done this without a calculator. Oh well. All right. There we go. So again, make sure you answer the question properly based on what the variables represent and such. Okay. So the max revenue equals $5,625, and that happens with 25 unsold seats. All right, so I'm not really sure how having more unsold seats could be a good thing. You would think selling out the whole plane would be ideal, but then again, I don't know anything about that. Maybe they charge less the more people they have on the plane, because we did have a problem like that one time. Or maybe it costs more in fuel cost when you have more people on the plane, because the weight of the person and their luggage like requires more fuel. I don't know. Just a thought. Like I said, I don't really know anything about airplanes or airlines or anything like that. But anyway. All right. Okay. So let's find the equation based off of the graph. All right, so we have the vertex. Okay, so that is your H and your K, right? So H is -2, K is 3. Okay, so the easiest thing to do is just use the vertex form. So f of x equals a times x minus -2 squared plus 3. Okay, so I'm just going to change that minus a negative to a plus. So a times x plus 2 squared plus 3. All right, and then we're going to use this other point over here to figure out what the a is. So I'm going to plug in 0 for x and -1 for y, which y is the same thing as f of x. So -1 equals a times 0 plus 2 squared plus 3. All right. So 0 plus 2 is 2. And then 2 squared is 4. So basically -1 equals 4a plus 3. Subtract 3 from both sides. So -4 equals 4a. And then divide both sides by 4. So -1 equals a. All right, so now we just go back up here and plug that -1 in for a. So f of x equals, and I don't even need the 1 really, it's just going to be negative parentheses x plus 2 squared plus 3. Alrighty. All right, and same thing here. So there's my h and my k. H is -3. K is 4. So f of x equals a times x minus -3 squared plus 4. Okay. All right, so f of x equals a times x plus 3 squared plus 4. And then we're going to plug in -7 for x and 0 for y, which is the same as f of x. So 0 equals a times -7 plus 3 squared plus 4. Okay, -7 plus 3 is -4. -4 squared would be +16, so 16a. So 0 equals 16a plus 4. Subtract 4 from both sides, so -4 equals 16a. Divide 16 on both sides, and that reduces to -1/4 equals a. So f of x equals -1/4 times x plus 3 squared plus 4. And that's it.